Raw World Cup footage is a storm of disconnected moments, celebrations, missed chances, and sudden exits. The challenge is taking this chaos and organizing it into a single, coherent story. To find that story, we use the documentary paper edit. Step 1 is logging every frame. Step 2 is identifying what the main characters actually want. Look at character A, Cristiano Ronaldo. At 41 years old, he is entering his 6th World Cup with a singular, desperate desire to finally secure the one trophy missing from his cabinet. The pressure on the entire Portuguese squad is immense. Their manager, Roberto Martinez, set the stakes before the whistle blew, calling even a draw a catastrophe. Then there is character B, DR Congo. After a 52-year absence from the world stage, they are playing to erase the lingering shame of 1974, when they left the tournament with a 14-0 goal differential. Identifying these opposing desires, a legend's final grab at glory versus an underdog's shot at redemption, is the necessary first step before we can analyze a single pass. The opening minutes of the match played out like a script written by the favorites. Portugal took the lead, and for a moment, the expected narrative was the only one on screen. This network map shows the scale of Portugal's early dominance. In just the first 5 minutes, they completed 84 passes, completely suffocating the DR Congo midfield. When João Neves scored his goal in the 6th minute, it looked like the start of a routine blowout. It was exactly what the world expected to see. But while early dominance satisfies the stats, a predictable win for the favorite makes for a poor documentary. The real story was waiting in the data that followed. Step 3 of our process involves grouping the match footage into thematic bins. The first bin for Portugal is labeled barriers. Despite maintaining 75% possession, Portugal's expected goals flatlined at just 0.07. Cristiano Ronaldo became the face of this statistical wall. The oldest outfield player to start a World Cup match, his impact completely stalled, extending a historic 10-game major tournament drought without a goal. Portugal's primary barrier was their own inability to convert total ball control into an actual threat. The second thematic bin is transformation, and it is embodied by DR Congo's Yoane Wissa. In 2021, Wissa's career nearly ended before it truly began. He survived a horrific acid attack that left him with chemical burns and required emergency surgery to save his sight. That history of resilience appeared on the pitch. At the end of the first half, Wissa rose above the defense to head home the equalizer in the 5th minute of stoppage time. This was more than a point on the scoreboard. It was the first World Cup goal in DR Congo's history, finally overriding the ghosts of their 1974 performance. The collision of Portugal's offensive barrier and Wissa's transformation created a massive shift in the narrative. We now reach step 4, the insight phase. What is the lasting reflection once the referee blows the final whistle on a 1-1 draw? As the match ended, the DR Congo squad stayed on the pitch, joined by most of the Portuguese players, to acknowledge the massive, cheering crowd that had turned Houston into a sea of red and green. But one image stands apart. Cristiano Ronaldo, cutting a solitary figure, ignored the fans and his teammates to storm down the tunnel alone. That single walk captures the after-state. DR Congo had successfully rewritten their history, while Portugal had walked straight into a disaster. The fallout was immediate. Roberto Martinez issued a warning after the match, stating that Portugal is no longer limited to a fixed starting lineup, putting Ronaldo's position in the team in jeopardy. The paper edit of this match shows that the most powerful World Cup stories aren't written by the favorites. They are forged by the collision of fading legends and absolute resilience.